Good morning, everyone. We will be beginning our event now. Good morning and welcome to the online faculty development program, Rethinking Critical Theory and Praxis in the Humanities and Social Sciences, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, that is the IQAC of Tetso College, Dimapur. I'm Anjan Behera, the Assistant Dean of the School of Humanities, Business and Economics. Tetso College completed 25 years of establishment in 2019 and is located in the northeastern state of Nagaland. The name of the college, Tetso, is taken from the indigenous Rengma Naga language, and it means top. The The vision of the college is to create a positive impact in the world through our mission to empower people towards lifelong excellence. The college offers UG, PG, and a few professional courses. Now, coming to this online FDP, the main objective of this 5-day online FDP is to allow interdisciplinary engagement, okay, discussions and debates between the faculty members of various departments so as to rethink and reassess the overall theory and praxis of humanities and social sciences, which is rich with potential for cross-fertilization of ideas. This exercise in interdisciplinarity hopes to spark off new collaborations between the researchers and academics, especially in the Naga context. I now give time to Dr. P.S. Lauren, the founder and the principal of Tetso College Dimapur, for his welcome address. Sir, you may take your time.
Thank you, Dr. Anjan. At the very outset, I hope all of you and your families are doing well and are safe during this unprecedented crisis. As our country battles COVID-19, I believe that we as teachers have the enormous responsibility of navigating this change while making everything seem normal for our students. Though we would prefer to be meeting all of you in person, meeting all of you virtually for this faculty development program is also a pleasure. I especially would like to start by welcoming Professor Pardeshi Lal, Vice-Chancellor of Nagaland University, as the guest of honor to this program. Thank you, Professor Lal, for sparing your valuable time for us. You have been a great support for the entire Nagaland University and our college whenever we seek your help. We wish you good health as you lead Nagaland University. It is also my pleasure to welcome all the participants of this 5-day faculty development program. We have 187 participants from all over the country. It is your presence and participation which will make this program a success. For those of you who are new to Tetso College, Tetso College was established in 1994 and is a PG college. We have approximately 1,800 students. And our mission is to empower people towards lifelong excellence with the vision to create a positive impact in the world. We are UGC recognized and 2F and 12B and NAC accredited. I welcome you all once again and wish you all a productive learning session. Without any further ado, I would like to hand over the rest of the time to our IQAC to proceed with our 5-day online faculty development program on rethinking critical theory and praxis in the humanities and social sciences. Thank you. Hand it over to Dr. Alika.
Yes. Right. Thank you, sir. I hope I'm audible. Okay. Honorable Vice-Chancellor Professor Pardeshi Lal, respected Principal Dr. P.S. Lauren, Vice Principal Dr. Hewasa Lauren, resource persons, committee members of the FDP organizing team, and all the participants. The ongoing pandemic has jolted each one of us to look to innovative ways for organizing training programs at our own educational institutions. These are new terrains for all of us, and the Tetso College IQAC believed that any online training program should be at par with standards and guidelines of the university governing authorities, at the same time ensuring the quality of a collaboration and imparting knowledge. It is with this goal that this faculty development program is organized, which has taken weeks of minute preparations. We are indeed thankful that such an august gathering of established scholars and teachers are participating in this FDP. This training program is made possible only through the unwavering enthusiasm and support offered by the resource persons who have so willingly accepted our invitation. Therefore, I would like to take a few minutes to briefly introduce our esteemed panel of resource persons one by one. Of course, the participants will be interacting with them during the lecture sessions also. First of all, let me introduce Dr. Walunir Sidir, Associate Professor at Amity Institute of English Studies and Research, Amity University. Next, we have Dr. Shamata Biswas from the Sanskrit College and University, Kolkata. Dr. Partha Sarathi Muthukarupan from the English and Foreign Languages University, Hyderabad. Dr. M. Shafiq Karin Kurayal from Manipal Center for Humanities, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Karnataka. Dr. Chandan Kumar Panda, Rajiv Gandhi University, Arunachal Pradesh. Dr. M. Dickens Leonard, University of Hyderabad. Dr. Achut A., St. Joseph University, Nagaland. Dr. Vipin K. Kadawat, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. Dr. Basil Darlong Tiengdo, Dibrugarh University, and Dr. Shrisha Udupa, Nalanda University, Rajgir. Thank you all for your participation. We are eagerly looking forward to your presentations. Let me also update you, as our principal has done so, that we have participation from around the country with 115 participants from outside Nagaland and 72 from Nagaland for a total of 187. We also request all the participants to kindly note that it is mandatory for the participants to attend the technical sessions and to complete the feedback form, which will be sent to your emails at the end of the day, upon which the distribution of the certificates also depends. We thank all the dignitaries, resource persons, and participants for making this possible. We wish you safety and health in these difficult times. We hope that this program will be an opportunity to expand our learning together. Thank you all. I give the time now to the chairperson.
Okay, thank you, Dr. S. Alika Asumi, for introducing all the resource persons. and for and for highlighting the details of the event. I am now honored to introduce the inaugural guest for this occasion, Professor Pardeshi Lal, the Honorable Vice-Chancellor of Nagaland University. Professor Lal is a professor of sciences, that is zoology at NU, and he assumed the office of the VC in 2017. Prior to his appointment as the Vice Chancellor, Professor Lal served at various capacities at NU, from the HOD to the Dean of the School of Sciences, Controller of Examinations, and Pro Vice Chancellor at NU. Professor Lal has many years of experience and is immensely invested in the growth of the university as well as the students. I now give time to him for his inaugural speech. Professor Lal, you can take your time. Professor Professor Pardeshi Lal, if you're able to hear me, you can take your time now. Participants are requested to kindly hold on. We seem to be having some technical issues. We will be resolving it shortly. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. We are able to hear you. Yes, sir.
Well,
We are able to hear you. Please go ahead.
respected chairperson, say Mr. Anjan K. Behra, principal of the college, Dr. Lorin, esteemed faculty members from Tetso College, resource persons for this 5 days faculty development program, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to you from the Vice-Chancellor, Nagaland University, Professor P. Lal. At the very outset, let me sincerely express my gratitude to the Honorable Principal, the esteemed faculty members from Tetso College, to opt me as inaugural guest. While taking the cognizance of the requirement today to begin with, I congratulate the college, in fact, for organizing 5 days faculty development program during this novel COVID pandemic time. And most importantly, when I come across, say, the figure that nearly 200 participants, they stand connected to this 5 days faculty development program. Well, it is Dr. Behra, it is very rightly mentioned about that I come from a science stream, that is from the Department of Zoology. I have even taken the cognizance of the fact that this particular faculty development program, this is in fact dedicated to rethinking critical theory and praxis in the humanities and social sciences. Before I say go ahead, let me have a frank, say, admission to the fact that The man coming from the science stream has inherent limitations to have access to social sciences, but not to humanities. If I take the cognizance of the topic, let me try to begin with this critical word that is indeed such a wonderful word that roams, in fact, in the domain of science, social sciences, humanities, and in fact, in today's scenario, no discipline remains untouched by this word critical. Scientists, if they're chemists and this called physicists, they will talk of the critical temperature. Say, for example, the critical temperature of the gases. That is the temperature, in fact, above which the gas cannot be liquefied. Does not matter how much pressure we increase. When we extend this concept to the biological sciences, the things become much more apparent in the sense that this critical temperature, scientists used to refer as critical threshold of the temperature and the day length. These two critical thresholds, they play an important role in speciation and making the species to get scattered globally. Needless to say that we come across the short day flowering plants, we come across long day flowering plants. We say all these plants have their well-defined season, and when we in fact try to go inside, we emerge with the concept that there is something that is called critical requirement, critical threshold. Well, while just talking of that, when we extend this critical theory, when we come to this critical theory, I want to make a mention, in fact, as far as my knowledge and understanding goes. There are, in fact, first thing is that this critical theory, it has exclusive bearing on the social structure and this practice, or if we can say society and the culture. When coming to the domain of say theories, normally what in say as a human being we all stand acquainted with is traditional theory. Traditional theory, it describes the social structure and its shape. But when it comes to this critical theory, in fact, that always has a base to look at what comes below the surface. Obviously, it is in fact critiquing the society, trying to have a look at or evaluate the social structure vis-a-vis economical strength, domination, and how all these factors in totality are going to influence different components of the society. If we try to elaborate it, this critical theory, in fact, is greatly influenced by Marxist traditions. Marxist traditions, as we all understand, that always aims at critiquing the society and trying to emancipate the people, say, whom we call enslaved, or removing slavery. Well, this particular fact, around 1937, it was taken up by a group of sociologists in Frankfurt University in Germany. Now, simultaneously at the same time, another concept came up by the scientist, altruism. And if I just really take these two things account, these both are having a bearing on so the well-being of the people, every segment of the society. Okay, this while really working on this critical theory, I think in today's scenario, theorists, in fact, they are left with the greater challenge, as rightly pointed out, and I think just for rethinking critical theory, especially when we look at it from the perspective of the social structure vis-a-vis this novel COVID-19 menace globally. Obviously, as I said, this altruism, this also has almost the same focus which the critical, say, theory addresses to. In both the cases, liberating, say, people, in fact, who are feared or who are enslaved. Altruism goes a step forward. That is, decreasing or someone's own potential to let others or to privilege others to just come to the mainstream. So, ladies and gentlemen, while trying to have a focus on that, whatever approach that I could have in this particular area, I just want, in fact, to make a mention about that. Yes, the college had been very precise in in trying to just pay heed to the process of rethinking, say, critical theory and its practice in today's scenario, when, in fact, say, the whole world is reeling under the influence of novel COVID-19 pandemic. I'm reasonably convinced with such a crowded galaxy of participants, new ideas, new approaches that would emerge, and somewhere, if we try to have a look at and precisely try to extract, in fact, the meaning or the message coming from, say, out of that, and trying to put into the practice, I think it's going to address to the requirements to the great extent. With these words, once again, I congratulate the entire team of Tetso College for taking such a novel deed at that to at such a crucial time, and most importantly, the participants from across the country ready to contribute to critical theory. With that, once again, I say thank Tetso College, management, principal, and all these colleagues to call me as a inaugural guest. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
New ideas, new concepts would emerge. We thank you, sir, for your encouragement and kind words, and also for taking the time out of your schedule to grace this inaugural event. This brings us to the close of the inaugural event. Before we disperse, though, I wanted to inform you that in case you have any issues with regards to joining this event or any doubts, you can please feel free to send an email to helpdesk@tetsocollege.org, helpdesk@tetsocollege.org, and we will be helping you out. We will be taking a short break now, and we will be meeting again at 10:30 a.m. with Dr. Walonir will be speaking on incredulity towards knowledge in contemporary cultural studies. So his session will be beginning at 10:30. You can join in using the same link as this event. So we will be taking a short break now, and we will be meeting again at 10:30 a.m. Thank you so much. Wishing everyone a fruitful day. Thank you.
Thank you.